Hi guys, it's Goose here. How you doing? Just want to say a big hello to Joseph, who's just joined our patrons, one of our new patrons, and welcome on board. And without further ado, we're going to get to a lesson now. This is how to solo over Every Day I Have the Blues. So let's just quickly look. I've done a previous lesson on this, but let's just go over that chord sequence again. So we've got one bar of B flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, E flat 9, 2, 3, 4, 2 bars, 2, 3, 4, B flat, 2, 3, 4, 2 bars of E flat 9, 4, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to go 2 bars of B flat 9, B flat 13 I'm playing here, and then C minor 9 to F9, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's a turnaround with B flat, E flat 9, B flat 7 or 13, whatever you want to call it, and then F9. So first of all, I will do I think I've done a lesson already on chords, but we can always come back to that later. So you might want to check out my chord lesson just to find out what the difference between major, minor and dominant are. So, and I will do another extended lesson on that. But let's just look at the chords and how to solo over this. Now what I can do is just use my 2 scales, my B flat pentatonic and my B flat blues scale. Pretty much over that whole sequence. But what I'm going to do is kind of target chords here. I'm going to show you how to do that. It's very simple. And also I'm going to use an arpeggio for the C minor and the F9 chord, okay, which is towards the end of the sequence. So for example, I'm playing my B flat 13. Now I'm going to change to that E flat 9. Now what I've done there is I've targeted the root note. So here we've got B flat, B flat, B flat, B flat. I'm on my 6th position. When I say 6th position, I mean the 6th fret. So my first finger is on the 6th fret. So on the E, D and E strings I've got these B flat root notes, which is kind of logical that when I play the chord I want to be targeting or travelling towards that note. So now the way I practice this sequence, and any blues that I play, I like to strum the chord once, and then I've got 3 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Can you see what I'm doing? I'm strumming on the first beat of the bar, and then I've got 3 beats to come in with a little bit of soloing. This is such good practice if you can do this, because it will help you not lose your place in it. Because if you've got a solo without the chords, without playing the chords, you don't internalize it, and you're not really inside the chord changes. So it's a really good practice thing to do. Play that chord and then play a lick. Now I'm focusing there on the root note for the E flat 9. So we've got an E flat there, we've got an E flat there. So when I do that one strum, and that's part of the blues scale. Okay, then we're going to go back to B flat. So that's a nice double stops. We got like a kind of Chuck Berry, T-Bone Walker thing. There I'm borrowing the 8th fret, G and B. Kind of slide, a lot of slides in the jazz blues thing. Now that's part of the B flat, because I'm coming back to that B flat chord, and that's a triad there. But I'm just playing the double stop of the triad, which is I'm sliding from the 5th and 6th fret on the B and G string respectively, up to the first finger on the B string 6th fret, second finger on the 7th fret G string, and I can hit that root note there. Now when I come to this chord here, which is a C minor 7, I really need to be playing a C minor 7 arpeggio. So let's learn that. Okay, so let me just, we're now in the 8th position, 8th fret, 3rd finger on the 10th fret D string, then we're going to play G string 8th fret, B string 8th fret, pinky on the 11th fret, B string, and that gives us our root minor 3rd, 5th, 7th of the C minor 7 chord. Okay, so we've got a C, we've got E flat, we've got a G, and we've got a B flat of that C minor shape. Okay. Now you've got to play that over that chord, and when you do that, it sounds beautiful. And what we're going to do, we're going to also play an F7 arpeggio. Yeah, which is second finger on the A string, 8th fret, first finger on the 7th fret, D string, and then we're going to go pinky on the 10th fret, D string, G string is on the 8th fret, first finger, third finger on the 10th fret, G string. So that's an F9 chord, because the sequence goes, if we take it from that B flat, 2 chords, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, then we've got 1 bar of C minor 7, 2, 3, 4 to F9. So really, when we're playing that B flat 7 chord, okay, so that's a really nice. I'll show you how to do that. You're going to go up that C minor 7 arpeggio. You're going to come down. This is actually, if you really want to get into this, is the C Dorian scale. But that gives you that makes you land on the major third of that F9 chord, that F dominant chord. You can go. That's kind of like a saxophone jazz lick. But if you go, and that's nice to target that major third instead of the root, because you know I'm teaching you to target the roots here, but if you can target the thirds or the fifths or the sevenths, then it's going to sound really cool. But you want to start off with the roots, you know. Let's take this slow, guys, you know. So we got. And we're playing blues, man, so, you know, some Texas stinging licks there. Now, okay, this has got a really cool lick. So that's a really cool lick. So, okay, again, this is a Chuck Berry thing. But everybody uses this one. That's part of the blues scale. But we're sliding from the 9th to the 8th. And there's a little sort of hammer and pull off. You know, something like that. That will get you to your final chord, which is the F9. Okay. So I'm going to play this whole thing so you can hear it in its entirety. So that's the whole kind of sequence there, and that's how we're going to play that blues. Now there's a few little thirds that I was putting in, because what we really need to do as well is work out the proper arpeggios for the first 3 chords that we're playing. Well, we know the F9 one, which is this one. When I say F9, I mean F dominant, yeah, F7. So the B flat 7, or if you want to call it a B flat 13, whatever, it's the same chord pretty much, but with an extra note. But this is the arpeggio. So that is arpeggio for B flat 7. So we're going to go 8, 7, 6 on the D, G and B strings, and then we got a pinky here on the 9th fret B string. Now I play something a little bit more hip than this. I start on the flat 7 and I hit 13. What is the 13? We go anything that's higher than 7, you take away 7. So 13 take away 7 is 6. Okay, so that's a 6 interval that we're going to play there, and that's a flat 7. I really love playing that over a B flat 13, B flat 7, whatever. Okay, it's a bit kind of more modern. And then we're going to play the E flat 9. You'll be glad to know that the E flat 9 arpeggio is the same as the F9 or F7, but just down 2 frets. So now you've got a lot of powerful information here, which we're going to go more into depth with. But just there's some simple concepts for you to solo over every day of the blues. Now I'm going to go into this again because I like to really go into a song and solo in depth, and I will do that, guys, in the next lesson. We're going to do the same thing for Stormy Monday Blues, but I'm going to get a nice backing track for you to solo over, and then you'll be able to solo over that, and I'll show you. We're going to look at some famous guitar players, or sorry, semi-famous guitar players, solo and analyse his solo over these chord changes. It's a bit of a surprise, I'm not going to tell you who it is, and then you can steal some of his licks to put into your own sort of arsenal there. But that will keep you going until the next lesson, guys, because we want to be taking small steps here. Just, you know, think about playing the chord. You know, if you watch any of my kind of playing, I'm always playing the chord first and then soloing it, unless you've got a backing track or a band to play along to. But it's a really good thing is, you know, just being able to play some chords and do that. If you're finding this tricky, when I do it on the next lesson for Stormy Monday Blues, it's a lot slower. It's going to be easier to pick up. So that might be something you want to work on Stormy Monday first, and then when you get that up to speed, you come back to Every Day of the Blues. But we're going to stick on these two tunes, Stormy Monday and Every Day, for a little while. But also I'm going to bring in another song called Jumping at Shadows, which is by Fleetwood Mac, Peter Green, which is one of the best solos ever made. So we're going to analyse that, break that solo down, and analyse that one. That's going to come pretty soon as well. So, God bless, guys. Speak soon. Take care.